Hello, this is Joey from Two Blokes from Blighty. And before we get into today's episode, Tim, we're going to hear from our very good friend, the lovely Dan from Casting Views.
Take it away, lovely Dan. Mwah.
Oh, he's so lovely.
Fancy taking a humorous trip down a random topic each week? You do? Well, you're in luck. Casting Views, presented by me, Dan, and a host of guests, bring you just that. With topics from the world of entertainment, science, sport, and everyday life, there's bound to be a topic that's going to inform and amuse. Catch Casting Views every Sunday on all listening platforms now.
Catch the podcast right now.
That is very
Right
exciting.
now, Tim. Right
now.
Do it. Stop listening to this and go and listen to that.
Slender people fit through gaps, and slender men look sweet in fucking slacks. Slender ladies will kick you in the head, and slender people take up less room in bed. This is Tim from Two Blokes from Blighty. I'm joined by my brother, Joey Fitz.
Hello, Tim, you slender bastard.
I'm definitely not, but all right.
How you doing, Tim?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. It feels funny to be recording on a Friday.
It does feel weird. We've also just spent the last hour doing something very exciting for our Twitch.
Ooh, so if you want to see us dibbling and dabbling in the twitchings, well, I don't like the way that sounded. Check
If
us
you want to
out.
see us diddling in Twitch.
Check us. Yeah, no. Check us out every Thursday on twitch.tv/gameclubpod. We do stream other days too, so keep an eye on the Discord. We always pop in when we're recording, when we're streaming. So that's good. That's good, isn't it, Tim?
Yeah, I mean, the audience don't really know when we're recording, but that's also, by the by.
If, the telltale signs are there.
Yeah.
Tim.
Yes.
We start every episode with a pub quiz question.
Pub quiz question of the week. Not a jingle, that's a sound effect at best.
What we have there is a fucking jingle, Tim.
Pub quiz of the week. As always, I'm going to go through several pub quiz questions until Joey can't get one, and that becomes our pub quiz question of the week. Sound good?
That's very exciting.
Sounds great. Cool. Joey, in George Orwell's dystopian novel, what is the name of the totalitarian regime that watches and controls the citizens of Oceania?
Big Brother.
Can you name the book as well?
No.
No?
Big Brother is always watching you.
Yeah, that's the thing. All right, fair enough. Yeah,
what's the book called?
1984.
Okay.
Yeah. Who penned the poem "The Road Not Taken," which includes famous lines, "Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by."
You're in a literacy hole, and I'm not good at literacy.
But you like poems.
I like poems, but I don't know anything about them.
Yeah, well, that's our question then.
Well, yeah, that is our question. Anyone knew the answer to it, please let us know in the Discord. That'd be a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
Tim, this episode comes out on the last day of April.
I thought it was going to be the last day.
Yeah, this is the last day. If you're listening to this on release day, tomorrow we'll all be dead. Feel good?
If you're listening to it the day after, how?
How? Our listener numbers have gone through the floor.
So
as of tomorrow.
Yeah.
So as the world. Tim, what day of the week is the last day of April?
Pretty sure the Mayans said it'd be a Wednesday.
Tim and Joey talking loud. Holidays that make them proud. Calendar check every week. Which day holds the peak? Valentine's is on a pivot. Christmas Eve sometimes hits it. New Year's Eve can be found smiling on a Wednesday round. It is Wednesday, my dudes. Time to shake the mood. Celebrate whatever's there. Make the middle week a fair.
Tim, it is a Wednesday. It is the 30th of
Wednesday.
April. I've got some days for you.
Yeah.
Mixed bag, I'll be honest with you.
All right. I'm looking forward to
Being-
this.
Being honest with you, number one, National Honesty Day.
Sure. It's important. Yeah.
You don't sound too excited.
But I mean, it's important. It's not fun, but it's important.
National Bugs Bunny Day.
Okay, yeah, this could go places. I'm holding on to that one for now.
Yeah, okay, cool. National Hairstylist Appreciation Day.
Nah.
No?
Nah.
You don't want to appreciate your hairstylist?
Do you think I have a hairstylist? Look at me.
You have a hair. You have a hair.
I have a
You
single
have
hair.
Tim's head is one hair woven in and out, and it's 35 miles long.
It's more of a exposed nerve ending, but that's fine.
Okay, well, if
Please don't
we're
pull it.
dismissing that. National Oatmeal Cookie Day.
Nah.
Did you think it could get more bland and boring than oatmeal cookies?
It's going to be like Rice Cake Appreciation Week or something, isn't it?
National Raisin Day.
No, I hate
Mm.
raisins.
Really, I quite like raisins.
Oh no, I'm not a fan.
I
Don't like them.
sultanas, but I do like a raisin.
I like a sultana.
See, now you're a fucking weirdo.
Now we'll just swap if we have a carrot cake together or something.
Why would there be sultanas and raisins in a carrot cake?
Why wouldn't there be?
Hey, you've got me stumped there.
Ah,
National Adopt a Shelter Pet Day.
that's important. That's yeah.
Are you going to do it?
I mean, no, I can't right now. I'm renting.
Have you ever seen that video of the people who are outside the House of Parliament, and it's like, we want refugees in the country, allow all the refugees, and it's not like a one way or the other, but the guys going down the line and go, oh, I see you support this really worthy cause. Would you have a refugee live with you? And every single one of them is like,
No.
oh, I don't have the space. Oh, I'm renting. Oh, I don't have the
It's
space right now.
Reason X, Y, Z.
Yeah, it's funny. National Military Brats Day.
What does that mean?
That is a national day celebrating and honouring the children of military personnel.
Is it really honouring them if you're referring to them as brats?
Yeah, I didn't get that either, but you know.
No, not that
Okay.
one. First of all,
This-
those children haven't done anything to be honoured.
Are you saying that children of the military are Nepo babies?
Yes.
That is a hot Tim take for you there, people.
It's ice cold. They haven't done anything.
There's still 3 more days, Tim. It's quite a loaded
This
day.
is tumultuous. Go on.
National Prepare-a-thon Day.
That way you just like get a bunch of stuff ready?
April 30th reminds us that crises happen suddenly. Being prepared needs to happen now, not later.
Right, so if you're a doomsday prepper, this is your day.
Yeah. National Bubble Tea Day.
I do like bubble tea. I was saying to Payne on the drive home from Newcastle, I could really go for some. Might get some this weekend. Who knows?
I've never had a bubble tea.
Oh, it's nice. Really nice.
I feel like the balls in it freak me out a bit.
No, the tapioca pearls, they're lovely.
What are they?
Um,
Don't say tapioca because I don't know what that tastes like.
it's kind of like a sugar ball, essentially, but it's a bit syrupy once you break into it.
Ooh.
No, it's nice.
Have you got to chew them?
You can chew them.
You know those the little fruity drinks, like the one that you got me to taste from Japan?
Oh,
The Moolah, whatever it's called.
yeah.
I bought one of them the other day because I really enjoyed the one you got me to try, and they sold them in the shop near me. And I bought one the other day, and I didn't realize that there's a warning on the side that you must chew this drink. And I showed Jenny, and she was like, in what world would you go, oh, this says I have to chew my drink? Well, that sounds like a good idea. I
just
think they should
Googled it,
put
by
that
the
on
way.
milk.
When it goes off.
No, just straight away. Chew it.
Tapioca pearls, also known as boba, are small, chewy, translucent spheres made of tapioca starch, a starch extracted from the cassava root.
Okay. And the tea itself, what's that?
Basically a fucking milkshake, to be honest.
Oh, really?
you
So
can't-
it's not like Earl Grey.
No, oh no, fucking hate Earl Grey.
It's a Tetley's with sugar balls in.
It's slow releasing sweeteners.
Nice. And then finally, stop food waste day.
Also very important.
Mhm.
But like I hate wasting food.
Tim, never have a child.
No.
No.
I'll have a dog.
Adopt it today.
Adopt it that one then.
I hate wasting food. You'd never guess it looking at me. But that was a fat joke, Tim. I really hate it, and I hate throwing food away. And we went through a phase with our son, and he just would have like 2 bites of anything and be like, I'm finished, and refuse to eat it. And we threw so much food.
I always hated working in like places that handle food, like restaurants and catering things that you and I have both worked at, because the volume of perfectly good food that just gets thrown in the bin every night is shameful, to be honest.
Did I ever tell you about when I worked at a coffee shop in town in Birmingham that isn't there anymore? And it was quite a like posh, wanky coffee shop. They did all the latte foam art and stuff. And they had really fancy sandwiches. And at the end of the day, because they advertised them as fresh, it was like, take them or they go in the bin. So I used to take bags of them and then walk to meet Jenny at her work on the other side of town and just give them out to homeless people. And because they were really wanky sandwiches, it was like harissa, vegan, blah, 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 blah. I offered one to a homeless guy and he went, you got any cheese and pickle? And I went, no, sorry. And he went, well, fuck you then, and walked off.
I got told to fuck off by a homeless person the other day because I wouldn't buy them a bag of Oreos from the shop.
Why not?
Because I'm not buying bags of sweets for people.
Why not?
Because I'm just not.
I got scammed by a guy sat outside Asda. Do you remember when Prime was really popular and Prime was really expensive? I didn't know how expensive it was in Asda. And
What's
I went,
the most you've paid for a bottle? Is this it?
This is it. So I paid for this guy. I put it on the thing. It was £4 for the bottle. And,
Those are rookie numbers.
I had one bought for me that was £16.
That's way too much. I paid $8 for one at once.
Yeah, the first one I ever had was with a friend from Union. It was around my birthday, and she was like, I haven't got you a present, so here you go. She bought me a blue Prime for £16.
That's ridiculous.
And it took me about 4 days to open it because I thought, I really want to savor this. And then I realised it's a fucking Prime.
It's basically just coconut water with extra flavorings in it. That's it.
And it is delicious. Please sponsor us.
Sure, for the money, but nothing else.
Yeah, well, what else do you do sponsorships for?
Free products.
Hey, if you want to give me free Prime, I'm very happy with that as well.
You'll have half an endorsement on this show.
Yeah, well, you drink it as well, or drank it.
I did occasionally. I do occasionally, that one.
You still do? I haven't had one in months, Tim.
I had one about 2 weeks ago.
Really? You're in Logan Paul's pocket, mate.
I bloody am.
Logan?
Yeah.
Tim Logan Paul Fitzgerald, that's you.
I'm going to go with Adopt a Animal Day, whatever it's called.
And silly question, but how do you want people to celebrate?
If you can adopt, do it. If you can't adopt, ideally make a donation or do something to help an animal get adopted, or add to the adoption pile if you're that inclined.
So your way of helping adopt what was the day exactly called? Adopt a Shelter Bet Day is to contribute to the pets that can be adopted by giving up your own pet.
That way other people can celebrate.
Tim, you're so selfless.
It's a proverbial passing of the torch, but it's the torch in this case is a dog.
That's awful. That's so sad, Tim. Right. Well, I've been promised, and the quote I have is a fucking doozy. So we're going to do some history, Tim.
Oh. History.
History.
So for Weird History this week, I want to bring 2 stories to the table.
Okay.
We talked about one very briefly last week. Operation Mincemeat.
Okay. I actually promised Dan that we wouldn't talk about this on the show.
Oh, okay, then we can skip it. Totally fine.
Have you done loads of research? Is this the one that you wanted? Is this the doozy?
This is not the doozy.
Okay, cool.
Right. Do you just want the doozy?
Yeah. So I should say, Dan said, if you want to do Operation Mincemeat, please go ahead and do it. He wants to hear the content. I said no, because I really want to learn about it from Casting Views. You should listen to Casting Views.
Listen to Casting Views. We're going to be looking at a different. We're going to be looking at a different operation. Operation Midnight Climax.
Sounds very familiar to me, Tim.
So, 1950s America. The aftermath of World War II and the Korean War has left the US government growing increasingly paranoid about Soviet psychological warfare, especially the possibility of communist regimes using drugs and brainwashing techniques to control people. This fear is fueled by reports of US prisoners of war in Korea confessing to crimes and raising alarm bells at CIA headquarters.
Okay,
sure. In response, the CIA launches Project MK Ultra, not Mortal Kombat Ultra, but
What?
MK Ultra.
Is that because they wanted to finish it?
Finish it. An umbrella program meant to explore every conceivable method of influencing, altering, or controlling human behavior.
Okay.
Nothing too outlandish. Electroshock therapy, hypnosis, sensory deprivation, and a big focus on psychological drugs.
Okay.
Sorry, psychedelic drugs, rather. They were the main focal points. And among the strange branches of the MK Ultra program is one really surreal and really sordid. Operation Midnight Climax. The idea was to test how people act under the influence of drugs. Why not use them during sex? Let's see where this goes. Joey, you have a question.
Why?
Well,
did they think that the prisoners of war were being like fucked confessionally?
Well, we'll get to this.
Okay.
At first, MK Ultra tests LSD on willing and sometimes unwilling CIA operatives, as well as government contractors. Dr. Sidney Gottlieb, Sidney Gottlieb, and the so-called black sorcerer of the CIA.
Racist.
It does feel weird to call them out like that. Believes LSD might be a truth serum or even some sort of mind control agent. Things quickly go sideways, though, in his testing because people are dosed without warning at work. One morning, Frank Olson, who was given LSD without his knowledge, had a breakdown and eventually is either falls, is pushed, or jumps from a 13th floor hotel window.
Oh, cool.
Very cool. The CIA decides it needs a more controlled environment.
I wonder why.
And they wanted to study the effect on average people with LSD and other substances. Enter the main player of this whole thing, George White, a former Federal Bureau of Narcotics. A former Federal
Are you
Bureau...
okay, Tim?
It's a tongue twister.
Can you smell toast or what? What's going on?
Pain. A former Federal Bureau of Narcotics agent known for his flamboyant and boozy lifestyle and lack of scruples.
Ah.
Okay.
What? Sorry. What would a lack of scruples entail?
This is just what the article said. No.
Hold on. Let me Google it.
Yep.
What are scruples?
RuPaul's Drag Race.
RuPaul's Drag Race. I like it. A scruple is a feeling of doubt or hesitation with regard to the morality or propriety of course of action.
So he's very trigger happy, if you like, when it comes to getting shit done. Shoot first, ask questions later.
Or a unit of weight equal to 20 grains used by apothecaries.
He doesn't have that.
No, bitch has no grains.
We're now in kind of 1954, 1955.
Okay.
To give you an idea. The CIA rents several apartments in San Francisco's Telegraph Hill and Haight-Ashbury districts. The rooms are designed to resemble bachelor pads, dim lighting, colorful rugs, psychedelic art, booze cabinets, laxatives, You name it, it's there, right?
Sorry, question.
Yep,
The word laxatives was thrown in there at the end
with not much scruples.
with no scruples whatsoever. Why? I've never thought of a bachelor pad. Well, I am in a bachelor pad, but there's no laxatives.
It can't be a bachelor pad without laxatives, if you ask me.
What? Is that just another word that's in the article, or did you put the
No.
word laxatives in
No,
there?
it's another word that's in the article.
What? Sorry, no. I need to ask a question. Why would laxatives make that list? A bachelor's known for shitting violently.
Who knows? Who knows? Certainly in the 50s, they might have been.
Okay, cool. I'll text Dad and ask.
All right. There's also hidden microphones and two-way mirrors installed in these things for surveillance.
Okay.
George White, who I'm just going to refer to as White moving forward, hires sex workers and pays them with CIA funds to lure unsuspecting men into these safe houses. The prostitutes are then instructed to spike the client's drinks with LSD or other experimental drugs.
Like laxatives.
Like laxatives. White observes everything from behind the mirror and often does so drinking martinis, taking notes, and sometimes inviting personal guests to watch it all unfold. He signs these official memos with names like Colonel White of the Office of Technical Services and other absurd gangster pseudonyms.
I like it. I mean, he's an awful perverted man, but he sounds like a wacky, awful perverted man.
The unsuspecting clients are effectively lab rats. They believe they're paying for a night with a sex worker, not knowing they're being monitored and drugged. The drugs vary very widely, everything from LSD, amyl nitrate, which is like a muscle relaxant, barbiturates, I don't know what that is, amphetamines, and even knockout drops. The purposes of the experiments aren't always clear, but the CIA does want to know how people react, especially during intimate and compromising moments. You have a question?
The purpose of the tests and the choice of narcotics is completely clear. It's so that George White can crack one out.
White escalates his experiments when he attempts to spray LSD into the rooms through air vents. Hang on. That's it. They spray.
Yeah, I did read that one, right?
He does. He also starts dosing drinks at bars outside of safe houses and installs recording devices in toilets, believing people might spill secrets when revealing themselves.
Oh.
Yep. Late 1950s, encouraged by the lack of oversight and growing budget, Operation Midnight Climax expands to New York City. The setup is the same. CIA-run brothels, two-way mirrors, drug-laced drinks, etc., etc. The sex workers are told to write down everything their clients say or do, and some reportedly even develop their own shorthand for specific reactions and were given bonuses for thorough notes.
So this is Operation Midnight Climax in the big city.
Yeah.
But this means that someone higher than White had gone, hey, this is looking good.
Working.
I like this.
White becomes increasingly erratic. He throws parties at the safe houses and continues dosing people recreationally. In private correspondence, he wrote, and this is a quote, "Where else could a red-blooded American boy lie, kill, cheat, steal, rape, and pillage, all with the blessing of the All-Highest?"
He sounds like a dick.
He's
I
a
was
dick.
all for him, but I don't like him anymore.
I didn't like him to begin with. We're now going into the 60s. As the ethical and logistical concerns of MK Ultra grow, the CIA begins to lose faith in some of its more outlandish sub-projects.
Okay.
George White retires, but not before burning his most personal notes and records, making it difficult for historians and investigators to piece together the full scope of what's occurred.
Can I ask, MK?
Yeah. MK.
Midnight Climax.
Possibly.
That would mean they're spelling climax with a K, like a
They are Mortal
drug
Kombat
store.
fans.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, carry on.
Sidney Gottlieb, increasingly aware of the program's moral rot, also begins destroying MK Ultra documents. Much of what is known about Operation Midnight Climax comes from the fragments of what survived these purges.
Okay.
1975, 1977, this kind of era is where we're at now. The US Senate launches the Church Committee, tasked with investigating intelligence abuses. The committee uncovers MK Ultra, shocking the public with revelations of non-consensual drugging, surveillance, and psychological torture. Operation Midnight Climax is revealed to have been one of the most darkest and bizarre elements. Lawmakers are stunned, the public's outraged, yet because most records are gone and the victims were anonymous, very few people were ever held accountable with no arrests.
What, 0?
0.
Oh, cool.
Great. Kind of to wrap this whole thing up, Operation Midnight Climax represents one of the most ethically bankrupt and surreal experiments in American intelligence history. But if it was government-funded voyeurism, cloaked in a Cold War justification, and operated by individuals with unchecked authority and deeply questionable morals. No one was arrested, no one was compensated, and many of the victims may even never know what happened to them because of the anonymity of it, because of the burning of the documents. And yet, the operation left a lasting legacy on public distrust in the government, conspiracy law, and a still unfolding and understanding of the CIA's darkest decade. We're still finding stuff out about MK Ultra to this day.
You said some of the victims might not know. If you're listening to this and you were using prostitutes in the 50s and 60s in San Francisco or New York, and while you were banging them, the walls were melting and you were divulging every secret you had, you were involved.
You might have been involved. Also, if you can hear a weird grunting from the other side of a mirror.
Yeah, some guy who sounds suspiciously like he's using a credit card on a mirror is it's yeah, you're probably involved.
Yeah, but that's Operation Midnight Climax. Joey, your thoughts?
It was a good one. That really was a doozy.
That was a doozy. That's very questionable.
I shouldn't say I enjoyed it, but I enjoyed the story. I didn't enjoy the content. There you go, Tim. Tim.
Yeah.
That was really dark. Let's go on to something less dark.
That's pretty funny, to be fair. That joke was weak. I misread that as that's the joke of the week.
One day, Tim, when we move back to Spotify from our current hosts and we can use video for podcasts, everyone will see how we throw down during the jingles.
One day when I'm old and decrepit, I'm going to hear a trumpet trill and I'm going to go
like,
this is pure muscle memory.
Like a sleeper agent. So, Tim, this is our Joke of the Week section where we tell each other one-liners or jokes to make each other laugh. The kicker here is the other person isn't meant to laugh. Good twist, right? But if your joke makes the other person laugh, that's it. That's the section over. And that joke is deemed the joke of the motherfucking week. Sound good?
Sound good.
I have 9.
I have 10.
You go first, Tim.
Great. What do you call a woman who destroys her outstanding bills?
I don't know. What do you call a woman that destroys her outstanding bills?
Bernadette.
Good, because she's burning debt.
Yeah.
Very good.
Very clever.
Very good. Tim, I've just been diagnosed as colourblind. I know. It really did come out the purple.
Not sure if it relates to synonyms, but okay.
No, there you
go. Yeah. What do you call Katy Perry in a sandbox?
An astronaut.
No, an archaeologist.
Very good. Topical. Last night, my wife and I watched 3 films back to back. Luckily, I was the one facing the TV.
It's unfortunate she couldn't see the movie.
Yeah, she heard it all, though.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I took out a loan for an exorcism, but if I don't pay it back, I'm going to be repossessed.
Oh, you're going to put the devil back in
you.
Yeah. I bought shoes from a drug dealer once. I don't know what he laced them with, but I've been tripping all day. This was in the 50s in San Francisco.
Could be George White, yeah.
Yeah.
My wife says she's sick of me pretending to be a detective, and she says that we should split up. And I said, great idea, we'll cover more ground.
Very good. That was solid. I like that one. I'm reading a book on the history of glue, Tim. I just can't put it down.
Sticky book.
For many reasons.
6:30 is the best. Brilliant. 6:30 is the best time on the clock, hands down.
Yeah, because both the hands are pointing down.
Yeah, thank you.
Good. What do you call a dog with no legs?
What?
Doesn't matter. He's not fucking coming to you anyway.
That's really sad.
It's Mitzi.
I'm sure Mitzi had legs,
Not anymore.
but she's not coming to you. That's for sure.
Yeah.
A man's being arrested and is interrogated by a cop. And the man says, I'm not going to say another word without my lawyer present. And the cop says, you are a lawyer. And he says, I know. Where's my present?
Oh, that'd be nice.
Would be nice. I'd like a lawyer present.
Here's a present. Tim, there's something about the clitoris. I just can't quite put my finger on it. Men, am I right?
Man, The nurse at the sperm bank asked if I could masturbate in a cup. And I said, I'm pretty good, but I don't think I could compete.
Like a cup competition. Got you. Very
Yeah.
good. Yeah, no, that's good. One of our cows didn't produce any milk today. That was another failure.
Yep. Does
Yeah.
come from there. Yep.
Does.
A rich drunk guy is getting in his car after losing money at a casino, and a beggar comes up to him and says, Sir, can you please give me money? And the rich guy says, I don't have any cash on me, but take this bottle of scotch. And the beggar says, Sir, I don't drink. Okay, take this packet of cigarettes. I don't smoke. Okay, what about these gambling chips? I don't gamble. How about I introduce you to this nice girl? And says, Sir, I have a wife at home who I love very much. And the rich guy is fumbling through his pocket. He gets a card out and he says, okay, this is my card. Come to my house tomorrow and I want to introduce you to my wife and we'll give you as much money as you need. And the beggar says, why do you need me to get introduced to your wife? And he says, because I want to show her what happens to a guy when he doesn't drink, smoke, gamble, or have fun with girls.
Very good. Not a one-liner, but a good one. Good luck telling Payne that one. I used to play the piano by ear. Now I use my hands.
Fingies, there it is.
Fingies.
I have another slightly longer joke.
Yeah, it's okay.
Police officer pulls over a semi-truck, gets the usual license and registration, and he hears some strange noises coming from the trailer. He decides to investigate, and he finds 50 penguins. He says, Sir, why do you have 50 penguins in the back? He says, they're my friends. We're going on journeys together in my truck. He says, I'm sorry, sir, you can't just have 50 penguins. I'm afraid you have to take them to the zoo. The man says, okay, I'm going to... Drives off. And the next day, the cop pulls over the truck again. Hears the strange noises, and he goes to check, and there's the same 50 penguins. He says, I thought I told you to take these penguins to the zoo yesterday. The cop tells the driver, and he says, I did. They loved it. We're going to the beach now.
Sorry, coming a mile away.
Yeah.
This is my last one. How many have you got left?
I got one.
Saved a corker, Tim. I was blessed with a 9-inch penis. Priest is in prison now.
Yep. There it is. There it is.
Not going to laugh at that one. That was a good one.
I've heard it before, but I've heard it before, but it is a good one. This is my last one. My girlfriend said, you only want one thing and it's disgusting. And I agreed with her and told her to wash it more thoroughly.
I hate having a joke of the week, so
Yeah.
there's our joke of the week. Disgusting little boy.
That's pretty funny, to be fair. That joke was weak. I misread that as that's the joke of the week.
Tim, did you nearly fall off your chair during that?
No, I leant back and my headphones nearly fell off.
No, okay. Joke of the week, Tim. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. To read it back, my girlfriend said, you only want one thing and it's disgusting. And I said, I agree. Wash it more thoroughly.
Very good. Women, am I right?
Vagina joke. Whoa.
I have one thing for you, Tim.
What's that?
You got anything else you want to go through apart from the pub quiz question?
No, I'm pretty set.
Zip. Okay. So a while ago, we did some funny, bad 2-sentence horror.
Oh, I'm so. Hang on.
Boy, howdy, have I found something for you?
Go.
Tim has sat back in his chair. He's got a beer. You ready, Tim?
I'm listening.
Leave this child, the priest commanded. Sentence 1. Sentence 2. I've been trying to, the demon whispered, but his parents won't let me. Okay. Sentence 1. People say you stay conscious after a few seconds of being beheaded. But I've been conscious 3 days after my execution. It's just shit.
Don't get it.
My favourite one.
Yep.
I can find some more very quickly, but this is the last one I have to hand. I'm thirsty. Can I have a drink? I ask my grandkids. They giggle at me and say, "Of course the sky is blue, Grandpa."
What the hell does that mean?
I think it means the kids are trying to starve the grandpa of water. I don't know.
I don't know. I'll tell you what ones really make me laugh, and it's a really dumb thing on TikTok. TikTok?
It's a
I've
dumb
been
thing on the
watching
TikTok.
You know those scariest stories, try not to get scared? Where it's like, I was sat
I
having
hate them, Tim.
I love them. I was sat with my penar out being a silly Billy when suddenly Larry, it gets me. I don't know what it is.
Would you like any more bad 2-sentence horror?
Give me 2 more.
Tonight, I'm going to kill the man who bullied my daughter to suicide. I need her to know that I was only joking.
Right.
Quite horrible dark. So shit.
Uh-huh.
People write these thinking, oh, people are really going to like this. It's going to kick off my horror career. Ever since I was born, my life was shit, so I killed myself. Congratulations, it's a boy. The first thing I heard after death. And then the first thing I saw was the 2 faces that made my life shit.
Brilliant. Can I show you what I'd want to see after I die?
Sure.
If I died and...
You know you are one day. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but one day you are.
We'll see. I want to see this first thing.
Okay. What have we got here then? You can now play as Luigi.
That's it.
That is so dumb.
What do you mean?
Would you play as Luigi?
Yeah, I like Luigi. He's cool.
I would want to see this. There you go.
That's a horrific cupboard creature you've sent me. What is that?
That's something from the Mortuary Assistant game.
Oh.
Which is getting a film.
Is it really?
It is, yeah. It's an indie game getting a film. Can you imagine that after all the Minecraft stuff with people shouting and running through the things, the screens are just going to be full of Twitch streamers screaming.
Yeah. It'd be amazing.
Mm.
I did see a YouTube video of... I can't remember the name of the channel, but it's this guy who just does Minecraft Redstone stuff. And apparently he was brought in by Jared Hess to work on the Minecraft movie to actually conceptualize the machines that are in the movie and see if they would work in game, and they all do.
The thing is with the Minecraft movie, I think the people who are making it genuinely care about Minecraft and want to put out a good product. But the people who make the decisions around the casting are where the fuck ups are, because no one wants Jack Black as Steve and Jason Momoa in the fucking Minecraft movie.
Well, Jason Momoa is a producer on the movie, which is interesting.
Well, yeah, so he's bought his way into a part. It's like,
yeah,
I think it's sad how successful it is, but you know.
You know who's directing it? Jared Hess. You know what else he's done?
Go on.
Napoleon Dynamite.
God, what a freaking idiot.
Oh, Tina, you fat lord.
Tina, eat your lasagna, you fat lord.
I fucking love
How can
that
you
movie.
go from something so beautiful to the Minecraft movie? It's not good. Tim, I don't have anything else for you.
No, go watch Napoleon Dynamite.
I've got stuff in the pipeline for tomorrow. Going to London.
Oh, in London.
I'll be able to tell you stories about my trip to London.
That's exciting. Are you driving down? Are you getting public transport?
No, I'm driving.
Where are you going to park?
I think we're going to park in Stanmore, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know where that is.
So the reason I'm going to London is for a football match at Wembley Stadium.
Cool.
Stanmore is the last tube stop on the same line as Wembley Park.
Oh, so you're just like
So-
a little out.
So yeah, we'll park a little bit out and then get the tube to Wembley.
Oh, that's fun.
So that'd be good. That'd be good.
Right,
Yeah.
Joey, who penned the poem The Road Not Taken, which includes the famous lines, 2 roads diverge in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by.
Benjamin Zephaniah.
Not Benjamin Zephaniah. I know that name. Where did you get that?
He was poet laureate.
Huh? I'll give you
Died
one
recently.
more guess.
Rest in peace, Benji.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. Chris Pratt.
No, it's Robert Frost.
Okay, cool.
Cool. There is one more tic tac trend I want to talk about.
Tic Tac trend.
I saw. I don't know why it caught me off guard the other night, but it was just one of the. You know that phrase? I'm so hungry I could like eat a horse or whatever.
Yeah.
It's people saying that to their parents, but replacing the a horse bit with one of their friends from Facebook.
Okay, cool.
So she's like, I'm so hungry I could eat Maureen Metal or whatever. And then she's like, what, my friend from school?
Your TikTok algorithm is a dirty and vile place.
It's a weird environment I live in on there.
You send me the weirdest shit.
I like it.
I have 3 or 4 people that send me stuff on TikTok regularly. And also, I'd like to have a shout out for Jacka, who sends me stuff semi-regularly, but it's always football related. And I think it's really cute that I think every time he gets a football meme, he sends it.
Well, he's not a football guy, so he must just see it and think of you.
Which I love, which I think is really cute. But looking at some of the stuff you send me, like, I did laugh at the Barstool Sports one.
Which one was that?
Let me take the sound off so I can remember what it was. It was the My Bro Thought. And he raises his fist and bumps his funny bone.
Oh, yeah. You probably just heard the noise on mic there.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, and I laughed at this one as well. Another Barstool Sports. My mum told me to take out the trash.
Oh,
and he swings the trash bag and it just explodes over the cameraman. I enjoyed that, but some of the stuff he sent me, like the I'm so scared, and Larry, I hate it. I really
it's
hate
great.
it. Like, thank you for sending it to me. I'm sure you think it brightens my day, but sometimes I just think, Tim, you need to get some medical help. Have you caught up with Last of Us yet?
No, not started it yet.
Episode 2 was fucking brilliant.
Oh, yeah?
Fucking amazing.
Yeah?
So good. Episode 1 was a slow burn. Episode 2 was not. Very good.
Good.
Tim, anything you want to say to our listeners?
Oh, take that, you bastards.
Take that, you bastards. Go watch The Last of Us. Go listen to Casting Views. Go listen to Talking Smack. Thank you for sticking with us for this full episode, and we'll catch you on Monday for what episode is out Monday? Is it Assassin's Creed?
Yeah?
Maybe our review of Assassin's Creed movie. So, no, that was out last Monday. Shit.
No, was it?
It's the episode that we haven't recorded yet.
Oh, well, you have no editing time.
Yikes. Anyway, see you next week. Bye. Love you. Bye. 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 I have no idea. You're in a You're in a literacy hole. Literacy hole.
Literacy hole. I'm literally in a hole.
You're in a literacy hole. That bit's all going at the end of the episode.